boys. Try and get this to stay here for a second while I get it all set up. We should actually be good now. We got it into like the horizontal portrait mode. You can see the fan in the background. Hopefully that's not like bad for your eyes or something. All right, I'm gonna throw a thumbnail on the stream, and yeah, then we'll see if anyone's coming in. We're doing this a little later than before. We got our internet fixed today. I was playing games and stuff, so yeah, we didn't get to go live at the same time. So I don't know if that is going to affect things or what, but we will see. I also need to get a new thumbnail made, but haven't really done that yet. Hopefully we can get like a little half-hour live stream in, go over some questions, a little Q&A, talk about Worlds, off-season, different stuff. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see if the time change is throwing anybody off. But hopefully we get some people popping in. I'm going to tweet out the link and put up a YouTube poll and stuff, and then we'll go from there. We live. The Jerm Show. Number 8, talking World and off-season. Come hang. See if anybody wants to hop in. We can get a quick little stream in. Still want to get something out today because we still have Patreon content to put out, and I like doing these streams and everything, but I was getting my internet and everything fixed today, so everything just got pushed back a little tiny bit, but it should still be okay. I'm going to put out a YouTube poll or like a community post with the link, and then we will go from here. We are live with the Jerm Show, talking World and off-season. Come hang. Yo, okay, coming. All right. There we go. What's going on, guys? We are hello, Daddy Jerm. Hey, what's going on, CS:GO Training Bot? Decent name. What's going on with you guys? We are live once again. First, you're not first. You were second. You're a little too slow. You got to get that speed up. Dude, this week I broke my gaming chair, so I had to get a new chair. We're getting the internet fixed. The internet was going in and out all day today. I barely got the video out today at noon. All kind of craziness happened. This chair doesn't fit my desk all the way, which is actually really, really annoying. But, here we are. We're making it. We're going. Right now, the channel's sitting at 8,536 subscribers, so that's cool. We're getting closer and closer to 9,000, getting closer and closer to 10,000. That'll be dope. Some of the stuff I want to talk about today is just Worlds. Obviously, we have play-ins. It's very minor struggles. Yeah, if you guys are coming in, make sure you drop a like on the stream and stuff. I assume the likes and interaction and everything helps the stream. Some of the things I want to talk about, Worlds. Obviously, we have play-ins coming up a little over a week from today. Some different off-season talk. Maybe not as spicy rumors and stuff going on right now, but we have Jizuke, Sven Skaren, more Bjergs and stuff, more Reckless stuff, all kinds of different rumors and stuff going on. So there is still, plenty to talk about, but yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking, what you guys want to talk about today. We can kind of go from there. I know that the playing groups, obviously they came out and that whole schedule set, which I think is going to be pretty interesting, should be a fun one. I want to pull up like the playing groups and stuff. I know I already talked about this in a video for Worlds, but the groups are kind of uneven. Cloud9 really got the short end of the stick with actually a very, very tough group. Yeah, so the groups are Hanwha Life, LNG, Infinity, Peace, and Red Cannons in one group. And, I really think, even though Hanwha Life's kind of a weaker team, I think they got such an easy playing group that they should really be okay in that group. So that'll be kind of interesting. But it will actually be fun to see, how good Chovy and Deft and the boys with Hanwha Life are able to do. And then obviously looking at how good LNG is, because the four seed teams from the major regions, you never really know how well they're actually going to do. Obviously, you expect them to do well, and you think they're going to be pretty strong, but then you always end up with like a Mad Lion situation from last year where sometimes the fourth seed, even from a major region, kind of drops a dud. But as far as Infinity, Peace, Red Cannons, I think there's some of the weaker teams in play-in. So Honestly, not too excited for them. LNG and Honda Life is going to be some banger games. Well, I guess just a banger game because it's only a single round robin. But that'll still be fun to watch. But in Group B, I think things are going to be way more interesting. I think Detonation Focus Me is actually a pretty scary team. I could definitely see them taking a game off Beyond or Cloud9. Beyond against Cloud9 is going to be very, very fun, very, very exciting. What are Fnatic jerseys like in your opinion? The new Fnatic jerseys is actually pretty cool. Did I text Travis for a shot at Hotline League? No, I didn't. This year's Turkish team isn't that hot, sadly. Galatasaray is not that good. I just know that TCL is usually pretty decent. So I was kind of looking out for them. The Fnatic jerseys look fire. I do think the Fnatic jerseys look cool. I tweeted out that I wish they were long sleeve. If they were long sleeve, I would probably actually buy one. But yeah, I don't know. I really like wearing sleeves. I mean, most of the stuff I wear is long sleeves. I have that long sleeve 100 Thieves jersey, which I think is super, super sick. I know some people were like, oh, Fnatic jersey, the sponsors are too big, or oh, Fnatic jersey, it's not orange and black. I think it's cool that they're going with a different color. I like the titanium, whatever, silver color. I think it's kind of dope. But yeah, in Group B, I think things are actually kind of interesting. I'm really, really hyped up and excited for Cloud9 and Beyond Gaming. I hope Cloud9 is able to beat them pretty handily. Should C9 throw for an easier group? I don't think so. I think it's always way too risky. I think you'd rather, be in a harder group and try to fight your way out and make it out than, take the chance and not even make it to play-ins, because that'd be way more embarrassing and way worse. Also, Cloud9 has a lot of players that are playing for their future, Blabber, like playing for his future, Sven playing for his future. These guys are playing for their contracts. It never makes sense to not, try your hardest and try and see what you can do. And if your goal is to win Worlds, then you need to be able to beat anyone anyway. So, I don't really think they are going to or should do anything like that. Let me pull up. I want to see the whole chat. All right, here we go. You think Reckless will stay in G2? I don't know. To me, it does seem like Reckless is probably going to stay in G2. I've had a lot of people telling me that it does seem pretty likely he's going to stay. The buyout seems so high and so crazy, and I don't really know where else G2 would go if not Reckless. I know, obviously, Karzi's an option. Flaked is an option. Crownshot's an option. Maybe Patrick, maybe Hansama, but... if I had to bet on it, I would say Reckless stays with G2, but that doesn't mean there's a 0% chance for anywhere else. Being in a harder group makes it easier for C9 and American fans to accept the outcome if they will lose as well. Well, there you go. You got to find the bright side on it. Hey, Jerm. What's up, man? How do you rank Europe as a region this year? Any chance for a shot at the top? I think Europe is not as strong as last year, probably. Last year with G2 being one of the top teams in the world, and then Fnatic also almost making semifinals. I think Mad Lions is good. I still have question marks about them as a best-of-1 team because they haven't been very good in best-of-1s throughout this whole season. But I think once it gets some best-of-5s, Mad Lions can play with anyone in the world. That doesn't mean I think they're going to win a best-of-5 against anyone in the world. But it means on the right day, with the right drafts, with the right game plan, it's at least possible. I think best-case scenario, they could make it to finals. I think they're, there. But... do I think that they're like 2019 G2? No. Do I think they're 2020 G2? Yeah, probably. But then the second best team in Europe, do I think Fnatic's as good as they were last year? No. Do I think Rogue is as good as, like any good EU teams? Not really. Fnatic semis, maybe. I think Fnatic making quarters would be pretty good for them this year. If they make semis, that's pretty crazy. But they have a rookie top laner, Bwipo roll swap to jungle. They had a nice run in the playoffs, but they also almost lost to Vitality, almost lost to Misfits. Like, you got temporary expectations a little bit. I think it'll be tough for them to get out of groups. We'll see. Glad you could catch the stream. Yeah, man, I'm glad you could catch it too. Probably just do like a little quick, half hour or something stream today, just kind of talking, hanging out. Do you think Tryndamere Mid will show up at Worlds? I do it. I mean, it sounds like it. It sounds like a lot of people are playing him. A lot of people think it's OP. I think we'll see it at least a couple times, especially in play-ins. If it does good, we'll see more of it. But every once in a while, you get these hyped up picks, and then people actually start picking them, and they can't win with them. So just because it's strong, obviously, Tryndamere Mid lacks a lot of stuff. He lacks wave clear. Maybe a lot of people won't even know how to play him. So we'll see. We'll see. He'll be played at some point. I don't know what his presence is going to be. Who do you think will win Worlds? My pick is FPX. Even though they lost in the LPL, I still think they have a chance to be the best team. Fnatic semis, we'll see. You think T1 can win Worlds? It depends what you mean. Like, are they? I mean, I would probably rate them like fourth, fifth, or sixth right now. I mean, can they win Worlds? Yes, I would. I would be pretty surprised if they did win Worlds. It's not impossible. I wouldn't be like absolutely mind blown, but they wouldn't be in my like top four choices probably. They're a fine team, but I just think there's better teams. And that they're not even the best team from Korea. So like for them to win Worlds, not only would they have to be able to beat Damwon, but they'd have to beat other teams, top teams as well. So I don't really see it. Any TSM rumors? Not really at this point. Obviously, just the Bjergs and stuff going on, and then who's going to be their AD carry. There hasn't been a ton of new stuff. There's just the fact that, the Reckless buyout is rumored to be 8 figures. So we're talking 10, 11, 12, maybe even $13 million, which is good for TSM, I guess, because TSM is one of the few teams that can actually afford that if they wanted to, if they did decide that that was a good price to pay. Do I agree with Freak that 100 Thieves can go 5-1? I didn't even hear him say that. Let me take a look at the group. The group is going to be EDG, 100 Thieves, T1, and Beyond Gaming. 5-1? I don't think so. I really think 4-2 would probably be the high end for me on 100 Thieves. So if 100 Thieves plays their best and plays their style, and isn't afraid against EDG and T1, I could see it. I'm not totally sold. I still think the FPX is the best team in China, so EDG is maybe not a traditional Chinese 1 seed, and T1 definitely has weaknesses. They've definitely been a little up and down, but 100 Thieves has been up and down too. They've been very, very inconsistent. Obviously, they showed up and had a very good game against Team Liquid in the finals, but that's not the 100 Thieves we've seen all the time. It depends how they're going to show up. What are their drafts going to be for this patch? Are they going to play well on this day, against these? Could they beat EDG? Could they beat T1? Could they beat Beyond Gaming? Yes, but again, I think I would probably guess they're going to go 3-3. I could see them going 4-2. 5-1, that's kind of tough for me to see at this point. Now, if they come out and, they're ready to go locked and loaded, you will see. But, FBI, I don't think he has any previous Worlds experience. Abadage doesn't have any previous Worlds experience. They're kind of, young and inexperienced. Not young. They're one of the oldest teams at the tournament, I do believe. But as far as international experience, I believe they're one of the most inexperienced teams. So, yeah, that's definitely something they have working against them, especially, against a T1, against an EDG, two, like, mega legacy teams. So, that would be a little tough for me to think. Do you think TSM will keep Huni? I think they will. I don't necessarily think they should. I'm not totally sold on Huni. I think he's fine. I think he's probably like between the 4th and 6th best top laner in the LCS, which, is okay. But if you're trying to, go get out of groups at Worlds, if you're trying to go compete for MSI titles, world titles, Huni's not on my like stacked North American like dream team or something like that. I don't think he's on like a super team or anything. He's fine. If he's your worst player, you're going to be okay. But, this past season, he wasn't even their worst player. I don't know. Hopefully he will be their worst player next year, but I do expect them to keep him for better or for worse. I'm not totally sold on him, but I think he'll be there. Why couldn't G2 sell Reckless if they could get Carzzy or Patrick and get 8 to 10 million? Then they can invest in, for example, CSGO or Valorant with that money. Well, one, just because they're asking 8 to 10 million for Reckless doesn't mean they're going to get 8 to 10 million. They also may not be able to get Carzzy. He's, going to be a free agent. Who knows if he is going to want to leave Mad Lions or not. I think, most people expect Carzzy to return to Mad Lions at this point. They could go get Patrick, but do people, does G2 want Patrick? Do they think he's good enough? Does he fit in their plans for the future? There's a lot of reasons why. And again, who's going to pay the Reckless price tag? Just because Carlos is asking for it doesn't mean they're going to be able to get that. We don't know that they have any confirmed 8 to 10 to plus $10 million offers yet. So we'll kind of see how it goes. But they absolutely could. It's definitely a possibility. But Reckless is, G2 wants to try and win Worlds at the end of the day, and Reckless is one of the best AD carries in the West. Patrick would be a downgrade. Carzzy would probably in the short term be a downgrade. So, that's why you wouldn't. I honestly think that G2 might end up with extra players or a mess up roster unless Carlos lowers the prices. as it is obvious, these set of players don't work anymore. Yeah, I mean, the G2 roster already has some stuff set in motion, you know. It already seems like they're getting rid of Wonder. It already seems like they're bringing in Broken Blade. It still seems like they're going to be letting Mickey go and Grabs go. So they're making some changes. So even though this roster didn't work, they'll definitely have a new roster in 2022. We'll have to see, you know, how many moving parts, how many upgrades, whatever. You know, we'll see. But yes, there's definitely a ton of risk involved. But there's also a ton of risk involved with keeping their same team. So, I mean, we'll see. You know, like think back to like TSM, who they were so dominant in North America for so long, and then one year they just weren't anymore. You know, that's just how it goes. That's why you always got to be looking to improve, always looking to make the changes and stuff. Internet's still acting up. I actually don't know. So the internet got fixed today. They came and fixed it. I just haven't tried it yet. I was scared to, you know, have it dropping and stuff a bunch. So we'll probably go back to the computer for the stream next week for the first time. I'll test out the internet over the course of this week, see how it's going. But I just didn't want to stream that was going to be crashing a bunch. It should be fine. You know, they say it's fine, but I don't know. I haven't really been home much today. TSM Impact would be so pog. Yes, I like Impact. I think is a massive upgrade over Huni. I absolutely think that'd be the way to go. And if TSM had this FTX deal last year, they would have got Huni, or they would have got Impact most likely. But it just sucks, you know, the kind of the timeline, how everything worked out. They just end up not getting him. I don't know. I think Impact to TSM is pretty unlikely, but I would be very down. Also, TSM doesn't have unlimited money, so if they're going to get reckless, spend $10 million on him, they're not going to be able to buy a huge buyout for Impact too. You know, they're going to have to. Even though they have a ton of money, it still runs out. Although I can see Mickey staying and pairing up with Carzzy. Maybe. It seems like Mickey's probably most likely gone. It seems like Carzzy's actually and most likely not coming as well. So I think that pairing's pretty unlikely, but it could happen. What top laners could smack Alphari during Worlds? I don't know. I think Alphari is going to do pretty good in groups. You know, I'm not really scared of Arma. I'm not really scared of Gen G. I think if Alphari plays his best, he can really dominate for TL in Group D. There's a lot of great top laners, though. Obviously, Nuggery's there. You know, Xiaohu's going to be there. We'll see. We'll see. Khan is always going to be a tough one. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I hope Alphari does his best, but again, this has been a really weird year for him. And all of Team Liquid, really. So I don't know how he's going to show up and if he's going to play his best. How much difference can a coach make? I think coach can make a huge difference. I think a team that respects their coach and a coach that helps players improve and gets people excited and fired up to play and play their best and has good drafts and has good strategies and good prep, I think it would make a huge difference. I think coaches are very underrated at this point in League of Legends. And I think also a lot of coaches I think are very shitty. I think very, very bad. We're still in the infancy of esports. You know, we're gonna come a long way in the future. I don't think we'll see any big G2 rumors before Worlds ends. I think they should wait for Alphari. To me, it sounds like Alphari is not going to be available. Then it also sounds like G2 already has Broken Blade. Thought on PSG being a first seed and RNG being a third seed. Format's pretty bad, IMO. Well, RNG didn't make it to the LPL finals, so I don't really know how RNG is much of a case for not being the third seed. That's not that bad to me. Also, PSG being a one seed, you know, they made it farther than Cloud9 at MSI, so I don't have a problem with that either. I think Peace and DFM have chances of getting out of play-ins. I don't. I think DFM has a chance. I would be pretty surprised, but they have a chance. I don't think Peace has a chance at all. Peace would have to beat... well, I guess... Yeah. DFM would have to beat LNG or Hanwha Life. That'd be tough. Peace would have to beat one of Cloud9 or Beyond Gaming. That sounds more plausible, but I don't know. Peace, I'm not very excited about Peace. Predictions for TL. Let's take a look at their group. Who's it going to be? It's going to be LNG, Genji, Mad. It's going to be tough. You know, the one way, if you're looking for hope, you can say that Genji shouldn't be the Korean 2 seed. You know, they didn't make it to LCK finals. You can say that Mad sucks in best of ones. I could see TL going 3-3. Same situation as 100 Thieves, really. I could see him going 3-3. I could see him going 4-2. I could really see him going 2-4 as well. It's going to end up being a pretty tough group. Bjergsen Doublelift thoughts. I think Doublelift is washed up and has no interest in returning to pro play. So, and I think he was bad as last year for TSM. I would not be excited to see Doublelift back. If Grabs doesn't go to TSM, where do you see him going? It seems like Vitality is the most likely choice for Grabs if he doesn't go TSM. I think Team Liquid and Cloud9 would also both be good landing spots. Those are two good teams that both have coaches that were thrown into the coaching roles this year, because they had to, not because they necessarily wanted to. But it seems like Vitality would be the next option. Do you think that Blippo is one of the best junglers in Europe? And do you think that Fnatic will keep him if he wants to? Yes and yes. I think Whippo was very, very good this year. And if he wants to continue jungling, I think Fnatic will continue to have him there. Hansama G2 could look spicy. Yeah, they would definitely be spicy. And it might be possible because I think Rogue is going to not do good at Worlds. And I think they're going to make some changes this offseason. Maybe Hansama will want to leave. Loving your Valorant content, by the way, Jerm. Keep them coming. Thanks you so much, man. I'm so excited for the Valorant channel. The Valorant channel yesterday actually got more views than my League of Legends channel. I tweeted about that, and that's actually a huge deal. I mean, it's almost a 9,000 subscriber channel against a 200 subscriber channel, and 800 League of Legends videos against like 6 Valorant videos. To get more views in a single day, that is crazy. It shows how much potential there is for Valorant in the West. And in content, and that's so exciting for me. I hope, I really hope I can continue to grow that Valorant channel, and I hope, we can do some big things. I think it's going to be fun. I'm just excited to learn more and more about the scene and, start making content. Should TL go for a new coach since Cold last experience to grab a team like Grabs? Yeah, that's what I kind of talked about already. I don't think Cold is that great of a coach. Maybe he will turn into one, but I don't think he's there yet. And I also don't think TL really ever meant for him to be their long-term head coach, especially not yet. I think he would definitely benefit from coaching academy longer. I would look for, I would definitely reach out to Grabs. I think TL Grabs is pretty unlikely. But yeah, I would definitely be looking for another coach if I was TL. I think Cold's done fine, but I'm not sold on him yet. I think 100 Thieves will get out of groups. I heard from Midbeast that NA team smash and scrims. Let's hope, man. That would be hype. I'm down. I think 100 Thieves and TL are good teams. I really do think they are good teams. I just don't know how good. And I also don't know if they'll show up. At the end of the day, it's 6 best of ones. We know how volatile best of ones can be, how crazy they can be, especially on a new patch, especially against some of the best teams in the world. And there's only 6. So it's a small number of very, very volatile games. Anything can happen. I think Fnatic's best replacement for Hylissang would be Targamas if Hilly leaves a team or if he retires. Yeah, that'd be good. I have no idea what Hilly's going to do. Maybe it depends on Worlds. I don't know. I think it's kind of too early to speculate on that. Even 4-2 would be pretty surprising. Hoping 100 Thieves shows up and surprises people. Me too. I think 100 Thieves and TL both make quarters and Mad makes finals, dude. That'd be like the craziest Worlds for the West so far. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to pick an NA team to do too much. I'm hyped for them. I'm excited. I hope they do well. But we haven't made out of groups in 3 years, so it's tough. It's tough. But I do think they're getting better. If G2 were in Group A instead of Rogue, it would be the best group in World's history. Yeah, it would be so exciting. That group would be fucking crazy. Who is this guy? No, bro, that's my mom that's the janitor for TSM. That's what I said. Do a vlog. Dude, we can just go crazy. What's the ceiling and floor for Fnatic at Worlds? I mean, the floor is definitely not getting out of groups. There's a world where PSG's a good team and RNG is a good team. And who's going to be slotted into there? That's going to be LNG. Is that going to be where LNG ends up? Why am I trolling? No, it's going to be where Hanwha Life shows up. Yeah, I mean, there's a world where Hanwha Life, ends up being better than people expect, and RNG's good, and PSG's good. Fnatic is a tough group. I think peak for them is probably semis. I think that'd be tough, but I could see it. And I think, the floor is finishing last in their group. It's definitely a possibility. What do we got going on here? I scrolled all the way to the bottom on accident. In your opinion, what would make Worlds this year the most hyped World so far? I think if a Western team makes it to the finals, that would be hyped. For me as like a Western fan, I think if an NA team, places first in their groups, that'd be pretty hype, or makes it to the semifinals. Just for the Western teams to actually look like they're competitive on the world stage would be really, really crazy. TSM's not here, so I guess the biggest brand in the West is Fnatic, but also 100 Thieves, is on the rise right now. I think those would both be cool. Best case scenario for C9 to get best possible spot in groups, probably to place in Group C and Fnatic and PSG to kind of flop. That'd probably be the best for them. Do you still think Blabber has peaked and C9 will sell high, or do you think he can return to MVP level? So I don't think they're selling high. I think if C9 sold high on Blabber, they'd be selling him after he won an MVP. I think they're kind of selling low on him right now. But if they don't make it out of groups at Worlds, I do still expect them to move on from Blabber, and I think they should. Don't rumor, go work as a janitor for TSM. I'm down, dude, if they're hiring. Love the content, my guy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. TL grabs would be hype. Will EDG choke again this year? I could see EDG not choking, but I could see them maybe underperforming people's expectations a little bit. Obviously coming in as the Chinese 1 seed. I think FPX is a better team than them, so I could see them, maybe being the second or third best Chinese team of the tournament, maybe getting knocked out in quarters. Yamato Cannon is the best coach. Hey, bro, what's your day job off topic? I am a registered dietitian at a hospital. I don't know, easy job. Hopefully won't have to work it forever. Trying to retire early. If I can do content creation full time, that'd be crazy. But I save a ton of money. I have investments. I want to get into real estate, all that stuff. So, and I have 3 YouTube channels going. So, I have a bunch of stuff going on. I just need one thing to pop off. I need one thing to blow up. And then, I don't know. I like it. It's fun. It's a easy, not very stressful job, but I hope to not do it for the rest of my life. TL Reckless and Grabs equals G2 Alfari and money. I don't think so. I don't really see that happening. What do you think about CLG? They've been 9th or 10th for 2 years in a row. I think CLG is probably the worst esports organization of the top ones in the West. I think Fnatic get clapped by Peace, DFM, and HLE. Well, I don't. You think, we'll see. We'll see. Should there be relegation again? No, because I don't think there should be relegation again. I think the franchising system is better. I get why there is some pluses of relegation, but it definitely has its downsides too. You can do it, man. I'm rooting for you. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I think we have a lot of good stuff set up in place right now. Just got to keep doing my thing and get it going. Buy an abandoned house in Italy or Japan. I don't want to leave the U.S., bro. I don't want to go to Italy or Japan. Choose somewhere with good Wi-Fi. Jerm's going to make it one day. Appreciate y'all. That's the plan, man. I think we're getting close. I think we're like right on the cusp of, kind of taking off. But we'll see what happens. This offseason is going to be fun. EDG Viper is looking like one of the best players in the world. Definitely. Where will PoE go? It's a good question. I think Dignitas would be an interesting spot for him because I hate their mid laners right now. EG could happen. I think Dig and EG would be my 2 choices, but I don't know. We'll see. Any rumors on scrim results? I've heard that Cloud9 was beating Fnatic. I've heard that Fnatic hasn't been doing very good. Apparently, NA teams have been doing good. I haven't heard too much. I haven't heard too much more than that, honestly. Let's go. I'm going to check Applehead's Discord real quick and see if there's any new rumors that he's been talking about. Doesn't look like it. I know some of the new rumors he was posting was, imagine if BJ plays top because Huni is lazy. Who the fuck is BJ? Some of the rumors Applehead was talking about was, he said Sven Skaren might be out of EG and Jizuke might be out of EG, which that's 2 things that we've kind of already talked about before. You think NA will make it out of groups? I hope at least one team does. I think 100 Thieves and TL both could. I don't know. I wouldn't really pick either one of them. I don't know. I'm still kind of deciding. I want to see the full groups. BYG fall in Group B. It'll be a bot lane fiesta. If Fnatic plays against Gen G, I think they have a chance to be in semis. Yeah, it could be. I think JoJo will start for EG. That's definitely a possibility as well. Team Liquid could get out. I think 100 Thieves could get out too, but is that what I'm ready to predict? Not really. But yeah, it definitely could happen. Yeah. All right, boys, I think we're going to wrap this up here. Just wanted to get, a quick little half-hour stream out to you guys. We're not quite on the half-hour mark yet. TL Sven Skaren, no. I don't think there's any way that's happening. I think Sven Skaren's going to have a downgrade of a team. But But yeah, we'll be looking out. I mean, we'll see what the rumors are. He could stay with EG still too. I think Gumayusi's probably gonna start, but I think they're definitely gonna have Teddy ready to go. Obviously, in group stage, it's maybe a better time to check a player like that out, get his world experience. But all right, boys, we're gonna head out. Thank you guys so much. We'll catch you on YouTube all week. If you guys have any questions, check out the Patreon, check out Twitter. Definitely lots of videos and stuff coming out. I believe playing starts October 5th. Yeah, no, man, this is always fun. I always have a good time. That's why we do it every week, and we'll be right back here next week on Monday. Imagine Bjergsen plays top for TSM. Not happening. All right, thank you. Take care. You guys too. I will catch you guys next week, or I'll catch you all week long on YouTube. But until then, peace.